because this is a car people love to forget because it's not pretending to be something it's not. Most people want an SUV, at the very least a compact SUV, a crossover, or even a raised hatchback with some attitude. But here's the uncomfortable truth. For most South Africans, a hatchback will actually make a lot more sense. In fact, in most cases, it is actually a better option. And to prove that, we are going to be using this Volkswagen Golf 1.4 TSI in Life Plus, guys, because this is a car people love to forget because it's not pretending to be something it's not. Let's start with the one thing that everybody is feeling right now, and that is money. You see, for the same value as this Volkswagen Golf 1.4 TSI, you are looking at models such as the Volkswagen T-Cross, but the higher spec version. You're also looking at models such as the Toyota Corolla Cross, or even the Hyundai Creta for that matter. Here's the difference though. When you're paying for a hatchback like this, you're paying for the, engineering. You're paying for, the lower center of gravity, and ultimately better efficiency and lighter weight. For a crossover, you are paying for an increased ride height and, a little bit more clunky trim inside and out. Mostly you're paying for the vibes. Yeah, sure, very fun vibes, but ultimately it's just the vibes. Now let's talk fuel consumption. You see, a hatchback is a great example of this, segment, because real-world fuel consumption figures for something like this 1.4 TSI is going to be anywhere between 6 and 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Well, that is if you drive it like a normal human being and not like you're late for work on the N1. Now, SUVs or crossovers, even with similar sized engines, you can expect anywhere between 6.8 to 7.5 liters per 100 kilometers. And after a little bit of commuting or the occasional school run or even that weekend trip, that all adds up. And with petrol prices freestyling like it is, this could be saving you some valuable money at the end of every month. So what's it like to drive? Well, you see, because of that very low hatchback stance, you get better handling, less body roll. You just overall have a lot more confidence in the corners, and when you start pushing on, it just grips and goes where you point the steering wheel at. Whereas the compact SUV or the crossover, they usually feel a little bit top heavy. They feel like they're floating around on the highway, and when you actually start pushing on, they start feeling like they're getting nervous, which is quite ironic because, many of them will never really see a gravel road anyways. So if you like driving, even just a little bit, a hatchback like this Golf will feel a lot more connected and rewarding every single day. Modern hatchbacks like this Golf isn't behind times. Now, the Golf comes with multiple airbags. It comes with stability control, a whole bunch of advanced driving assistance systems, a modern and very well functioning infotainment system, and just a very solid build quality with a premium feel. This cloth suede seats and everything just feels nice and taut. In fact, many hatchbacks score just as well in safety testing as compact SUVs and crossovers. Just because you're buying a hatchback doesn't mean you're scaling back, it just means you're buying smarter. So a lot of people will start saying, you see, a compact SUV or a crossover is a lot more practical than a hatchback. And my question is, are they really? You see, the 380 odd liters of luggage space that the Golf offers you is more than enough for groceries, say baby pram, even the luggage that you want to take on your weekend trip, and even a decent amount of drywood. You see, a compact SUV or crossover for that matter, They offer a very similar amount of space, except it is shaped differently. In fact, because of that different shape, it can make loading items in the boot even a little bit more cumbersome because, well, it's taller off the ground. Which brings me to the, next point. You're not going to just start moving houses just because your car is 40 millimeters off the ground. So here's the honest part. If you're driving in the city more often, if you are commuting, if you want comfort, efficiency, that resale value, and you don't go off-road all that often, then models like this Golf 1.4 TSI is not just a viable option, it is arguably the better option for you. But compact SUVs as well as crossovers do make sense if you are driving on bad roads more often, or you need that additional ground clearance, or even, you need that ride height for where you're going. But does everybody need that? I don't think so. So maybe the question isn't why should you buy a hatchback in 2026, but rather why are we pretending that everybody needs an SUV? You see, if you want comfort, efficiency, real driving feel, just good value, the hatchback is still very much present. It's still very much here. And honestly, it never really left. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are in the camp hatchback, please comment below and let us know. Maybe you're in camp SUV crossovers and let us know why. And please like, subscribe, and tell us a little bit more of what you want to see next. But most importantly, search AutoTrader for your next model.